Britney, bitch. When you have us in the club, you're gonna turn the shit up. You're gonna turn the shit up. You're gonna turn the shit up. When we up in the club, all eyes on us. All eyes on us. All eyes on us. Everybody in the club, all eyes on us. All eyes on us. All eyes on us. I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out. We say oh, we are, we are, we are.
You are now rocking with Will I Am in
Britney, bitch. Oh yeah.
Bring the action.
When you have us in the club.
All right, that's enough. Oh, I just need to do that. Welcome to another edition of the Gay Human Target. All right, what do I start out with first? Where do I go in from now? I don't know. Am I living up to my name? Actually, I'm just doing this for shit and grins. This Gay Human Target is going to be a pretty interesting one, I seem to think. Yeah, I got the shirt. I got the shirt. I got the shirt. Gotta own it, right? It's about owning it. Owning it. Actually, I want to actually name it Owning It, but I think we should get to the main point of this. This is about martyrs and advocates. Now, we all know the definitions of martyrs and advocates. At least I hope so. We all know Advocate magazine. Hello. And excuse me, I'm a bit hyper. I had like half a pot of coffee. Literally, I'm like... I'm more spazzed out than half those fucking chemically induced drug mules on Nasty King Pig. Woo! Okay, I know I shouldn't have said that, but if you're gonna advertise and put it up on the internet, that's your motherfucking problem. Michael Lucas said it best about reputation. Your own reputation is up to you. And I'm sorry to put him on the spot. There's no offense. There's nothing towards that. I'm a small little stupid ass bitch who got screwed over one too many fucking times. So, as for my passionate fuel, you understand why. We're also going to talk about a couple of more subject matters, especially on the terminology or towards that basis and get the idea of gay divorce. Another thing, we're also going to talk about gay men's domestic violence. Yes, it does exist. It does exist. And I'm sorry if I'm shouting and letting it all out. Oh, wait a minute, there's the song again! Brittany, call me! Call me, please! All right, enough. Let me get my chair, knock these glasses to the side, and then we'll get right on to it, all right? Here, stare at the flag. Stare at the flag. It's pretty. It's very pretty. It's pride. I love it. Look at that! It's a chair! Oh my god, it's a chair! Oh my god! Oh my god, Brittany, it's a chair! And oh my god, 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 god, oh my god, oh my god. All right, enough. Now. Oh, parched. All that dancing. And that was stupid dance. I did not look like that on stage. Don't worry about that. Maybe a tiny bit. Little tiny flame. But hey, if I can put my leg up on the fucking thing, kick it out, and make it all diva-wise, why not? Alright. Oh shit, I think I broke the chair. Let's get back to the issues here. Now, I really wanted to go into a lot of things here with this issue, with this episode. A lot of things have been transpiring. And yeah, it's a lot. The first thing I want to actually touch is martyrs. Anybody know what a definition of a martyr is? Well, here, let me actually give it to you. On Wikipedia, A martyr is someone who suffers persecution and death for refusing to renounce or accept a belief or cause. It's usually religious. Now, if you go down towards it, you kind of see what it's all about the more of the religious side. Doesn't mean it has to be religious. In this one here, it shows common features of a stereotypical martyrs or martyrdoms. A hero, a person of some renown or renowned, who is devoted to a cause believed to be admirable. I don't think half the qualities I possess are admirable, but that's me just being humble or whatever. The opposition, people who oppose that cause. Yeah, there's a lot of causes that we all oppose. You know, everybody is a martyr in their some own way. So don't forget that. You too are a martyr. Maybe you just don't realize it yet. Some foreseeable risk. The hero foresees action by opponents to harm him or her because of his or her commitment to the cause. I've had a lot of that. And I think a lot of other people have that. It just depends how big it is. Courage and commitment. Courage or commitment. Hey, I'm thinking Wizard of Oz and the Cowardly Lion. That's all I'm saying. The heroes continues despite knowing the risk, out of commitment of their cause. Death. The opponent kills or kill the hero because of his or her commitment to cause. Really? Really? Why is it always got to end with death? What is this, some William Shakespeare shit? And the audience's response. Well, the hero's death is commemorated. People may label the hero to be explicit as a martyr. Other people may, in turn, be inspired to pursue the same cause. The reason why I want to touch this, and touch this subject matter, is because that's how exactly I felt. With everything that I did and put on that blog, everything that I pushed out there, everything that actually I did, it felt like mental suicide. I just wanted to be heard. I became a bleeding heart and slapped around like a redheaded stepchild. But that's the way how you learn, how you grow, how you get that, my favorite word, passionate fuel. You have to have something to engage on. You have to have some stance, something to believe in, something that gets you up in the morning. If you don't have that, then basically you have no will to live. You have to get out there. Find out what's for you. That's partially what your 20s are about. But for me, low-rent sabbatical was not about how ineloquent my words were. Or how this guy that barely passed high school, who went into a field that actually was pushed more so on him than basically him pushing it, that was told, this is the way you have to be, because that's what you are? I love my mother's quote. I really do. All your worth is for sex, so you might as well learn how to cook. Well, I learned that actually after a few years of going through all this process, if that's all I'm worth, then I might as well own it. Because the whole point was to bring the person down. It was supposed to bring me down. But that's the trick. The perception. How you take things and engage it and turn it around. Owning it is how you pass through it. How all that negativity that someone has put you through, and you take it and you feed on it. You go not forward, but you go in any direction. Just knowing that actually if you anticipate these movements, that you know this is the projection that you're putting out there, that you're going to amplify. This is what you need to do. And how do you do that? Well, you have to actually know what is at risk. It's not just you anymore. It is your reputation. It is your money. It is your financial status, which is money. It's also your friends, your family. It is everything. And a lot of people may understand this just a little bit, but I'll give, obviously, the porn field, since I have a small, tiny expertise in that. These men and these women are putting themselves out there as actors and looked as, some are looked at as, well, we know the degrading terminology. But they're putting themselves out there. I mean, literally, out there. And that goes for anybody who projects themselves in front of the camera, whether it's porn, whether it's B-movie actors, whether it's anybody. It's even you. Being a martyr is a hard thing to do. I would know. I had my first-hand experience. But that's another thing about being a martyr. It's not respected. It's not understood. And the only way for it to be exemplified is when the person dies. Do we really need to keep doing that? Do we really need to keep doing that? Can we change the premise of a martyr? The idea of it? Why does the person have to die? I felt like I had to actually die. My reputation, myself that actually I thought I knew, I felt like I had to literally turn over and die and risk everything just to get my point across. And now I'm looked at as like Seattle Slew? I still get disrespected. And I'm not saying that everyone has to do it, but can you actually give me some kind of understanding, idea, some concept? I am a human being. Anyway, that's how I feel about that. Am I a martyr? I feel so. Do I have a platform to stand on? More than most. I'm trying to prove a point. Maybe somebody else who's higher educated can take this and actually put it out there. Empower yourself, bitches. What's wrong with you? Know where you come from. Own it. Feel it. Embrace it. And I'm not just talking about the positive factors that come into it. You have to own the positive and the negative. That's being human. That's being straightforward. That's the difference. For some actors, they can't do that. They could stand for some unified force, but they can't stand for everything. Why? Because there's so much criticism that will actually crumble their empire. With me, it's different. I have nothing else. I have nothing else to lose but my life and my sanity. And as you can see from Low Rent Sabbatical, that's already been put on the test for so many different times. So many different times. I'm tired of it. This is not a crying out speech. This is somebody to go, you know what? I understand that. I get it. I get it now. For somebody else to go, you know what? I don't have it as extreme, but I understand where he's coming from. Or she. She'll be able to embrace this and be like, hell yeah, pussy power! So, let's go on. I really want to touch a place about advocates. I really do want to talk about advocates. I really do. But I think I went a little over the top when it came to martyrs. I could give any kind of example, but you know who your martyrs are. Your advocates are a different story. The advocates are still alive. They're still trying. They're still attempting. Your martyrs have almost died, if not they have. I feel like I'm dying too. Emotionally, that is. But that's the beauty of owning it. You understand it. You have more a humane idea of what it is that you want. What is it that you desire? I'm not bullshitting myself. And I said this quote myself on my blog. And I'm not trying to praise myself, but it's true. You can't go after somebody who goes after themselves. You look stupid at the end. That's what being a martyr is about. And speaking out about it. I firmly believe that. And I'm hoping that this video will maybe click somebody else in doing the same. Taking what they learned from this, using it to their best advantage, and leaving the rest behind. I want to do something. I just don't know how to go about it yet. But I know I have this ambition. I'm not going to let it go. Not now. Not ever. Because if I have to be stuck with these charges and be reminded of these things that I did and know the reasonings behind it and torture myself and guilt trip myself, but then understand why and try to exude some confidence in it, I'll be damned if I let anybody else forget it either. It's about being humane. Let those people that screwed me over live, but let them live knowing what they have done. Let their guilt eat at them. So, the next thing we're going to talk about is something that's definitely hot. A very, very hot topic. I think it's hot. I think it's so hot. I think it's so hot. Okay. We're going to talk about the good old subject matter of guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Get divorced. Now, me and Monica touched on this a little bit, I think, in our show. But I'm going to touch the subject matter too, just a little bit, so everybody gets a little bit more recognition of it. I believe his name is Jesse Green. He did an article in New York Magazine, published on February 24th, 2003, called From I Do to I'm Done. Now, ever since I remember, I heard people talking about gay marriage. After a while, I kind of got sick of it. This is also because of the position that I was in. Yes, the man that I was with did put a ring on it. I was 18 at the time. He was 37. I have a thing for daddies. Ooh, daddy. Okay. Obviously, we all know that ended badly. It ended badly. He did a lot of horrific things to me. And then I also did a lot of horrific things afterwards. The New Yorker magazine, or the New York magazine, portrays this article, which is great, in which I was just like, perfect, finally somebody who touches on the subject matter. You know, this is what's going to be coming up next. You really need to spread that awareness as well. The equality is great. Marriage equality, I said, go ahead. That, man, marry whoever you want. Kids and animals, another different story. But marry who you want. If you love that person, if you're ready to jump in front of a bus for that person, I mean, I know that's an extreme, but there was a couple of men that I would willing to do it too. Shame on me. But if you're willing to be there with somebody, you know they're worth it, then do it. It's what saddens me when I think of, actually, I'm not going to touch that article. But the issue that I see coming, that I see forth to anticipate, is the divorce. There's going to be a lot of gay divorces out there. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of chaos. There's going to be a lot of hate. There's going to be a lot of malice and disregard. Some people are going to feel trapped. Lose everything that they got. Lose everything of power. They will lose their mind over something like this. So this does need to be understood. When those people start talking about marriage equality, start talking about the divorce too, because when that starts kicking in, we're going to have a bigger fucking problem. Because guys like me are going to be stuck in some kind of fucking relationship, and then we're screwed. And then we're going to have situations like this. Yeah, I can make jokes out of it. But there's going to be a couple of unlucky individuals that will not. So my thanks to Jesse Green and that couple, Kevin Murray and Sam Ritchie. Your story, engaging, not too probing, but thank you for putting your story out there. I'm hoping that you two can come together for an understanding at least. Know that actually you went through a relationship and you have a better stance of where it's coming from, and maybe portray something else that can be understood by other people that are about to take that same leap. So, out of that, I also want to talk about something that is good out there. A lot of people don't know, or do know, that they can contact this one place. Now, I have no affiliations to it, but I know it's out there because I had to look for it. I asked if there was any kind of stance or groups that I can go to that has to do with, if I can remember, a survivor's complexity. And what do I mean by a survivor's complexity is that when I was in a process of trying to get over the post-traumatic stress and what I was going through, I engaged in learning my Taekwondo, working out ferociously, just grabbing things, pots, pans, knives, anything to protect myself, because I was worried that he would come back after me. So this is what I believe people should start looking into. It is called GMDDP. They have a 24-hour hotline, 1-800-832-1901. The GMDDP is the Gay Men's Domestic Violence Project. They have contact and advocate. They have donation programs. They have volunteering. They talk about breaking out the silence. This is something maybe I should actually engage in, but right now I'm just trying to get a feel for what it is. But this needs to be known as well. Get out there. Know who to talk to. This tells you everything on how to make sure that your husband does not find you on the computer and how to erase everything, because my boyfriend did it to me. He would go to other people and actually type in, oh, he's stalking you. And then now I have these rumors on here like I did something wrong. I did nothing wrong. I've been with actually men that were daddies. And don't get me wrong, I love me a good daddy. But a daddy needs to know where the fucking lines are to be drawn. Where is the sexual fantasy and where does it stop? So, to groups like the GMDDP, I wish there were more out there like it. If there is, keep pushing it. Push it so fucking hard because we're gonna need it. We are going to need this. These are the next crucial issues that are gonna be up and coming. And nobody wants to believe it because they have this happy, positive, just idealism of being some kind of fluff. It's not! It is to be taken seriously. To those that are married or that actually are experiencing this, good luck to you guys. And gals too. Gals too. They go through it. Everyone does. Every human being does. It doesn't matter. You gay, straight, doesn't fucking matter. Get out there. Speak up, I mean. To do something. To make yourself feel better. To feel like you have some impact, goddammit. I'm tired of being everybody's bitch. And everybody else who's going through this should be too. They should be tired of it. Use that passionate fuel, churn it out, and push it out there. Now, I always like my blog because my blog actually specifies something. And one of the things that actually I want to point out is a quote that was given by a very, very, very insightful man. His quote that he delivered, "It is not the criminal things in which are the hardest to confess, but is the ridiculous and the shameful." And believe me, I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. I sacrificed my reputation so I can at least try to obtain another. And nobody will ever give me the time of day again. Ever! So in a way, I did die. Being ostracized by my own goddamn community. By society itself. My criminal records on every LexisNexis and wannabe site for everybody to see, but no story behind it. So, today, the bitch out of the week goes to... Dun, 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 dun! Me! I get my own bitch out because I'm like that. I own up to it. So, boys and girls, Ladies and gentlemen, the mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the most lucky one of them all? Me, 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 me. Mr. Alex Blodgett. Hopefully you can use this as your own passionate fuel. You stupid fuck! You go out there and take everybody else's criticisms and then turn it into yourself and then screw yourself over for another fucking goddamn spacious... Oh, you're insane! You are nuts! What the hell were you thinking? Why did you do such a crazy ass thing? What was it, to be famous? What, to actually get a little tiny attention? Why do you want 15 minutes of fucking fame anyway? You are a moron for what you did. You should be ostracized and cast out from society. You idiot! I hope when people come down the street, they treat you like shit! You are worse than those men who slam themselves! You are degrading! You are a low-life degenerate! You should have no respect whatsoever! You are the abomination to the gay community! Anybody feel better now? I know I do. It's what I look at the mirror every day. It's the way my altar feels. If I was a porn star, that would be my altar. A pissed off bitch, passive aggressive and all, who has it out for egotistical men. I sacrificed everything, and look at where I'm at. At least I can speak freely about it and educate others. I am my own savior. And I don't want to be full of myself, but this is all I have! It's about time that others start becoming real advocates and start fucking getting out there and speaking up really. Show your passionate fuel. Because I'm tired of showing mine.